Assalamualaikum and hi to every panels and everyone. Today we will have a forum discussion with all these great panels. Okay, in this forum we will have two topics to discuss, which is the first one is the roles of OSH legal requirement in business management, and another one is the occupational safety and health in nature and its key features. So as a moderator, my name is Muhammad Akmal bin Matno and I'm from Kuala Lumpur. And before we start, can I have all these panels to introduce yourself? Okay, we will start with Mr. Nabil.
Okay, Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Nabil Aiman bin Alias. I am 23 years old. I live in Kuala Lumpur, and in this forum, I will be the panel one for this forum. Okay, thank you.
Okay, hi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, my name is Muhammad Hazim bin Ahmad Zulkafli. I am 25 years old and I am from Kulim, Kedah. Thank you.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. Thank you to Mr. Moderator. My name is Ahmad Syakir bin Ahmad Salahuddin. I am 23 years old. I am from Ipoh, Perak.
Okay, thank you to all the panels for the introduction. Okay, right now, can we start our discussion?
Yes.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, sure, let's go.
Okay, right now. Okay, we will start our discussion as we know, the term of Oshe is a cross-disciplinary area concern with protecting the safety and health and welfare of people engaged in work or employment. Okay, for the first question, what are the roles of OSHA? For the first question, what is the role of OSH? Anyone is free to answer.
Okay, for the roles of OSH, the regional difference in OSH professional staff and responsibility may include assessing how workplace evolves, supporting and promoting action that will stop accident and illnesses. So performing medical examination, evaluating and disseminating OSH information to employers, worker and the general public.
Okay, thank you. Thank you to Mr. Nabil. Okay, I will move on to the next question. So, what is a safety and health management system? Anyone know?
Okay, Mr. Moderator, I will answer that question. Safety and health management. I'm sorry, is that your question, safety and health management?
I repeat again my question. My
Okay.
question is, what is a safety and health management system?
Oh, okay. A safety and health management system means that the part of the organization management system. The system cover first the planning process for accident and ill prevention. Second, it's cover the line management responsibility. The third, the practice, procedure, and resource for developing and implementation, reviewing, and maintaining the occupational safety and health policy. Is that right, Mr. Akmal?
Thank you very much. Okay.
Mr. Moderator. Hello.
Yes, Mr. Syakir.
May I ask one question?
Okay.
My question is to all panel.
Sure. Anyone is free to ask a question.
Okay.
Just tell me.
My question is, so what is the importance of safety management? Anyone? Hello?
We are clear, Mr. Syakir. Can I answer this question? As I know something about the importance of safety management.
Yes, sure.
Okay, in my opinion, construction is one of the riskiest industries in terms of occupational fatalities. So, safety management is very critical. High cases of workplace injuries, illnesses, and also fatalities frequently cause harm to workers and cause delays in work progress. Uh, can you get the answer, Mr. Syakir? Is it clear on my point?
Yes, thank you. Very clear. Thank you for the sharing the knowledge.
Okay, welcome. So, shall we move on to next question?
Okay, sure.
Okay, for next question, may I ask what is the legal requirement for health and safety? I think Mr. Nabil can answer this.
Okay, so for the legal requirement for health and safety, in my opinion, an employer or occupier must provide and need to maintain the equipment and working condition that are risk free for their health. Risk associated with using, handling, storing, and transporting object and substance should be addressed. So what do you think, Mr. Hazim?
In my opinion is as close as similar like you are. Every employer is required to create and maintain a work environment that is free from the risk. The regulation also extend to equipment designer, importers and suppliers in establish the regulation. The cleanliness, the removal of waste and effluents, ventilation and temperature, dust and fume, artificial humidification and overcrowding should be all monitored in the situation. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Azim, for the detailed explanation, and also to Mr. Nabil for the answer earlier. So I think we will move on to next question. So right now, uh, can I know more further about the responsible of DOSH in Malaysia?
Mr. Moderator,
Yeah.
may I answer the question?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Last week I had attend DOSH seminar at my hometown. Okay, from that I gained some information that what responsible about DOSH, right? Question, right? Okay, DOSH is in charge of granting the safety, and also granting for health and welfare of workers on the job and protecting other person and the general public from safety and health dangers caused by operation in several industries such as wholesale and retail trades, service finance, what else? Public services, transport, storage and communication. Also agriculture and fishing also including. Other else is hotel and restaurant. Also construction and also manufacturing industries is most important thing. So that several industries that that use the DOS currently. Okay, that's all from me.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Syakir. There's very lot about responsible of Josh here. Thank you for the answer.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Mr. Moderator, can I address a question to everyone?
Yeah, welcome. Go on.
Okay, my question is, what issues should a review of the safety and health management system cover?
I'm sorry, Mr. Nabil. Can you repeat that question?
Okay. My question is, what issues should a review of the safety and health management system cover?
Okay, I would like to answer your question. As an organization should perform an initial assessment of safety and health management system and then conduct ongoing assessment. Initial analysis should contrast current safety and health procedure with the requirement with the requirement of safety and health legislation, the provision set out in the organization safety, statement safety, and health guidance in the organization. Finally, existing the authorities and publish safety and health guidance, the best practice in the organization employment sector. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Hazim, for the answer. Is there any question from anyone?
I think no question.
Okay, if there is no question about the safety and health system cover, so I think we should move forward to the next question. For the next question, may I ask to everyone, any one of you can explain more about employer responsibilities? Maybe Mr. Syakir can answer?
Oh, sure. Okay. Employer responsibilities. Under the Oshe law, employers are required by law to create a safe working environment. Safe working environment is very important to us for ensure our safety and health is what the term is
safe for everyone. Or
yes, safe for everyone. So there are numerous important employer obligations. Okay, firstly, employer responsibilities. It must provide a workplace free from serious recognized hazard and comply with standard, rules and regulation issued under the Oshe Act. Okay, for the second, it should examine workplace condition to make sure they conform to applicable OSHA standard. Make sure employees have and use safe tools and equipment and properly maintain this equipment. Other than that, can use the color codes, posters, or labels or sign to warn employees of potential hazard. The example is such as the hazard of chemical, hazard of machine, and other else. Okay, lastly, establish or update operating procedure and communicate them so that employees follow safety and health requirement. So that's four numerous important employer obligation.
Thank you, Mr. Syakir. But may I ask one question about the responsibility to provide a safe workplace just now? About the first question, which is provide a workplace free from a serious recognized hazard and comply with standard rules and regulation issued under the OSH. So can you give me an example of a workplace that are free from serious recognized hazard or something that comply with the standard?
Okay, one of the example such as like during you in your universities, when you attend your laboratories, when you do the machining, you apply the machine, there have a poster or labels about the hazard that you must to take serious when you want to starting to run the experiment. So it is close. The situation is close at the workplace. At workplace, we handle many machines that we need to follow the guideline. So if we take it for granted, it will make a damage or any accident that we don't want to happen if we not take it serious about the hazard. If that clear from me.
Yeah, that is very clear and detailed. But may I ask another question for more details? But I think, can you give one example, or have you ever experienced any hazard at workplace? Or maybe the other panel can answer if you ever saw, or maybe you yourself experienced the hazard during, or maybe injuries during your work, or maybe your laboratory uh, session. The question is open to all the panel if anyone want to answer.
Any other panels want to join me answer this question?
Okay. Can I share my what you call experience? During my time doing part-time job as electrical technician, I'm used to install the electric cable, the main electric cable TNB. Before we most of the cable is installed underground. So before we install, we need to dig the ground to put the cable inside. So one time I'm grab the cable without any glove or safety equipment to protect my hand, and then the cable um, just what we call that
Short.
no it's
Oh no.
what we call that slice it
Oh,
sliced
it's
my
such your
Oh,
skit.
it's my
yeah, it sliced my hands. That's one of my experience.
Uh, Thank you for sharing your experience, Mr. Hazim. Uh, I think we can move on to next question. Anyone want to ask anything?
Okay, Mr. Akmal, I want to ask, is it acceptable for a company to make their workers to buy the personal safety equipment themselves? As we know, not every company is responsible enough to buy a complete safety equipment. So, do you think is it acceptable?
Um, as my opinion, and I put myself as a employee. I think every companies are urged to maintain the highest level of safety and health in accordance with national regulation from DOSH. So, is it a company responsible to do to provide everything for the staff or the workers as a critical first step 15 is to promote within the enterprise a prevention culture in which the right to a safe and healthy working environment is respected, and employers and also employees actively participate in ensuring a safe and healthy working environment. So I think everything is must be provided by the company and not for the staff. And just staff need to attend the class or something that the company already provide to maintain the safety and health in the company. I think that's my answer. Do you get the point, Mr. Hazim?
Okay, very loud and clear. Thank you, Mr. Akmal.
Okay, I'm sorry for interrupting. I am interested to Mr. Hazim question. Can I give some opinion?
Yeah, you are most welcome to.
Okay,
Yes, yes, of course.
in fact that policies should attempt to reduce the accident and help harm by limiting to the extent reasonably possible that the cause of hazard include in the working environment. So for prevention, having the appropriate clothing and equipment is crucially significant. So it is necessary that workers should be provide the appropriate clothing and equipment at no cost. So do you agree, Mr. Hazim?
Yes, yes, I agree with you.
I think the answer is same, almost similar with me, Mr. Nabil.
Okay, can I ask some question, guys?
Okay, please answer.
Okay, I want to ask, what are the obligations of the employers towards the employees? What are your opinion, Mr. Akmal?
Does anyone interested to answer this question? Maybe Mr. Azim, do you have any opinion about this?
Okay, I try. This question is quite factual question.
Okay.
So the obligation is the employers is obligated to protect the employees in relation to safety, health, and welfare through the following procedure. Next, the obligation is to provide and maintain a safe plan and working system. That is a must. Then to put in place procedure so as to ensure the safety and health in the usage, handling, storage, and transportation of the plant and supplies. Next is to provide information, construction, training, and supervision for the new and old employees. Okay. Next is to provide and maintain a working environment that is safe and free from hazard. Okay. Lastly, the obligation is to provide the necessary amenities for the welfare of those who are working. Okay. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the answer. And for the next question, I will ask about the safety and health committee at workplace. Okay, let's say I put myself as the employer. Okay, may I know when is the ideal time for me, which is employer, to form the safety and health committee at the workplace? Anyone can answer this question?
Okay, I would like to answer to Mr. Moderator question. So when 40 or more employees are present at the workplace or upon instruction from the Director General of DOSH, the employer must establish the Safety and Health Committee. How about you, Hazim?
Um, for me, in my opinion, the occupational, pardon me, for my opinion, the occupational safety and health, including compliance with the OSH requirement pursuant to national law and regulation and practice. It is responsibility and duty of the employees. The employers shall show how strong the leadership and commitment to OSH activity in the organization and make appropriate arrangement for the establishment of an OSH. What are the main elements of the system shall contain? Mr. Syakir, do you have any answer?
Okay, let me answer this question. So the question is, what are the main element of system shall contain? It is divided into 5 points. Okay, first point is policy. Activities relating to formulating the organization OSH policy statement, as well as structures and procedures that ensure active and meaningful worker engagement in OSH arrangement should be included. Okay, next, organizing. The development of OSH duties and accountability structures, a training system, competence definition, documentation procedures, and a communication system are all addressed. Okay, next, point number 3, planning and implementing. Addresses the action related to carry out the concept outlined in the OSH policy statement. Another 2 point I forget. Mr. Nabil, do you remember the 2 points, the other points of the main element of system? Hello, Mr. Nabil? Hello?
Hello, Mr. Nabil.
Hello, Mr. Nabil?
Oh, do you have any idea or not? I will answer for Mr. Syakir.
No, no.
Okay.
You can proceed.
So, actually, there are 5 main elements of the system shall contain. Is it true, right, Mr. Syakir?
Yes, this has 5 points important, but I only remember 3. Another 2 I forget. Did you remember, Mr. Akmal?
Okay, I will try to answer. Okay, for the first one is policy, and then organizing, and the third one is planning and implementing. Planning and implementing. Okay, I think the first 3 is already answered by Mr. Syakir. So the next 2 is actually the evaluation. So this process involves the development of performance monitoring and measurement protocols. The investigation practices for accident auditing, method and management review arrangement. So for another one is action for improvement, if I'm not wrong. Okay, with the information obtained from performance monitoring and measurement, investigation, audits, and also management review, appropriate preventive or correction and continuing improvement action can be taken. I think that's all for 5 main element of the system shall contain. Do you have any other question?
I'm sorry, Mr. Akmal.
Yeah.
Mind if I interrupt?
Okay.
I want to explain something about Act. Under the requirement of the Occupational Safety and Health Act 1994, and employers of 40 or more person, or when direct by the Director General, must establish a safety and health committee at the workplace. The committee, the committee's main function is to keep under review the measure taken to ensure the health and safety of the person at the workplace. And they also need to investigate any related matter arising, such as complaint and any other accidents. So there shall always be consultation and cooperation between the what we call employers and the communities on the safety and health matters. Okay, thank you.
Very much, Mr. Hazim, for the extra points. Is there any other question the panel want to ask?
I have one question. Mr. Akmal, what your opinion? What is your opinion? Is it important for the participation between employer and employee? Can you share your experience before this?
I think from my experience, the participation between employer and employees. Okay, I think the answer is the participation process between the employer and also the employee is a very critical component of occupational safety and health. So it can be extremely beneficial for employer to discuss the issue with the employees, to seek and also to listen to their advice, and also we can request information from them too. The occupational safety and health are most effective when everyone, including the management and also the employees, participates actively in their development and implementation. Okay, now we will look. I think that's all for the answer from Mr. Syakir. Between the participation between employees and employers. Do you get the point, Mr. Syakir?
Yes, very clear. Thank you, Mr. Akmal.
You are welcome. So I think I will proceed to next question. Okay, now we will look at the Malaysia Occupational Safety and Health Act and its most notable features. Okay, what are the OSH management models? Can I have Mr. Nabil to answer?
Yes, yes. Okay, so for the OSH management model, setting and incorporating measurable goals for safety and health into the business policies is a good idea. So there's three objectives and policies that are clear and backed by management and employees. So the first objective and policies measures should be implemented following established procedures and rules. And action must be based on a risk assessment and include corrective and preventative actions, where workers and their representatives should be included. So the second objective and policies are from the following measurable performance metric should be used to assess performance in workplace safety and health regularly. And the last one is lessons should be internalized in a cycle of improvement where the result of the lesson should be highlighted in management and employee training session. I think that's all for my answer for that question.
Thank you very much, Mr. Nabil. But I am attracted to ask another question for you, Mr. Nabil. Okay, how we can implement the strategies for improving occupational safety and health management performance? Can I have you as a panel one to answer this question?
Okay, so among the most common error that our is the inadequate response to new and emerging risks at the workplace. So the most prominent example is the issues psychosocial and organization risk, where despite the fact that they currently belong to the most important OSH risk factor. because they are indicator that the management of psychosocial risk not only remains an uncovered issue in OSH management but also in certification audits.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Nabil. So, is there any question from Mr. Syakir about the management system or something?
Okay, I want to ask my friend Mr. Hazim. Okay, my question is, what are the reasons for a good OSH management system? Can you give an explanation, Mr. Hazim?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Syakir. So the question is, what are the reasons for a good OSH management system? Okay, safety and health should be well managed due to the several reason. Okay, the first reason is humanitarian consideration. Okay, we should ponder the fact that a lot of workers are killed in their workplace due to accident or suffer major injuries due to occupational illness. Okay, next, the financial cost. Many employers do not realize how much an accident could cost them in the productivity. Some of these financial costs of accident are potentially measurable, while others are hidden. Measurable costs refer to the compensation paid to the employees in the form of damage and sometimes the related legal and administrative costs. Okay. Finally, legal section. Occupational safety and health are under the legislation. In the term of judicial or specific application, in Malaysia, the Occupational Safety and Health Act, here in referred to as OSHA, or the Act name, come in force on 25th February 1994. Okay, the legalization protect and ensure the safety and health of the welfare of workers in all economic sector. Penalty for offence for the regulation could be charged with a fine of maximum to RM 50,000 ringgit or 2 years imprisonment. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Akmal or Mr. Nabil, anyone? Do you know what is the safety and health in Malaysia?
Can I answer this question, the Hazim or Nabil?
Yes, Mr.
Okay.
Moderator.
Okay, in Malaysia, the Ministry of Human Resources, through the Department of Occupational Safety and Health, which is DOSH, place a high priority on establishing a safety and health culture in all workplaces. Malaysia has two occupational safety and health acts, which is the first one is the Factory and Machinery Act (FMA) of 1967, and the Occupational Safety and Health Act (OSHA) of 1994. Both the FMA and OSHA are the acts that provide a legislative framework to ensure the safety, health, and welfare of all Malaysian workers, as well as to protect others from workplace hazard. What do you think, Mr. Nabil?
Okay, in my opinion, safety and health in Malaysia need to follow the appropriate legislation, frequently going above and beyond what is required by implementing the internal health and safety standard. So the occupational health and safety standard are among the best in business, and this has been constantly acknowledged.
Thank you very much. Is there any question from others, as we are running out of time right now? So we almost to the end of our forum. If there are any question, you can ask now. Any panel?
I think
So
no
far,
question.
so good.
What about Mr. Syakir? Do you have any extra question?
I think I have no question, but I want to ask last question. What are your suggestion? A simple suggestion for the industries to make sure the safety is safety is what? The safety
Follow by
is
the workers.
follows by the workers. One suggestion.
As for me, I think it's all back to the basic of our ethical. This is all by ourselves. So I think the employers need the workers need to have ethic in working process. So I think the employees itself need to do everything by following the proper procedure with the following by the standard of DOSH or maybe or the company. So another one is up to our government to put to find anyone that not comply with the standard of the process or any machining process. So I think, but most important is based on our ethical on ourselves, because that is it's all depend on the person itself. I think that's my opinion.
Sorry,
Okay,
Mr.
thank you,
Syakir.
Mr. Kamal. Okay.
Can I give my opinion?
Okay, sure.
Okay. In my opinion, to make sure every workers follow the safety and health regulation at the workplace, the company must apply what we call that we must apply the right procedure for the workers, so they can make the they can make it to be their basic daily working. So they when the things become basic for everyone, it's can naturally maintain the safety and health at the company.
It's like the routine of
Routine, yes.
okay, because
That's the word,
have to do
routine.
the same routine every day.
Yes, right.
I think that's all. Any extra answer from Mr. Nabil? No, Mr. Nabil? Is there any extra answer from you?
No. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I think we already come to the end, and I think that's all for our forum about roles of OSHA legal requirement in business management and also occupational safety and health act in Malaysia today. So in conclusion, occupational safety, occupational health and safety is concerned with ensuring and providing a safe working environment for all employees, because there is always the possibility of accident or injury, and also no work environment can be completely free from any injuries or hazard. Before we end the forum, I want to say thank you to every panel for spending time in this forum. Thank you very much, everyone. If
Welcome.
Okay, you're welcome.
they got anything else, I think we end the discussion here.
Okay, see
Thank
you
you
when
very
I
much.
see you.
See you, guys.
Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Salam.